Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. To the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We have a wonderful guest in the studio. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. Right.
Miss Renee.
Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Starlin Allen, the host of the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS Radio, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. Well, this platform is for people to really know what's going on, not just locally, but globally.
Oh, I love it. They say you're the man's the head, but we're the neck, and we put them wherever we want to put them. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
I want you to just talk about a few pieces, and then the fundraiser, because that's what I'm excited about.
Okay. We forgot about love. Beautiful love.
Bringing you the best in entertainment, entrepreneurship, business owners, the whole gamut. It's so exciting. I am so impressed. The vibrancy in the car and the details. Can we hold one up?
Oh, absolutely. I'll hold on. I'll hold up one of my absolute favorites.
So you really can't judge a book by its cover. And pageants are about beauty and brains and what you can bring to the platform.
'Cause girl, when you're here, nothing goes wrong. Yes, I need you everything.
Bringing you the finest in chefs in the DMV.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Smoked pulled pork.
So everybody wave to your parents. You are looking at Somerset's finest, the sophisticated ladies. Yes! Thank you so much, ladies. And I hope to see you on my set one day. Thank you. God bless you. And we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration and a lot of great things together. Glory to God. Bam! Boom! Ta-da!
Oh, yeah. We right here, y'all.
Something you never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes.
We gon' sing right here. Yeah, Miss Renee. Oh, yeah. We gon' do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh, yeah. Miss Renee. I like how you sing it. Girl, I like how you sing it now. And where we at now?
Hello and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here in the nation's capital across from HU, Thank you for tuning in to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here on WLVS Radio. I am standing next to all that triple threat, sultry singer. Yes, why don't you tell them your name, girl?
Yes, my name is Jumani. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And you are so beautifully dressed, festive. Yes, you are gorgeous.
I love the holidays.
Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Yes, and Merry Christmas to everyone. I was home in Connecticut with my family. And what did you do? How did you spend your holiday?
In the kitchen and in the mall.
Yeah.
How's that?
Oh,
In the
thank
kitchen
you,
and in
Jacob.
the mall, definitely. That was my holidays and family filled, so I really can't complain.
Well, I love that you're here. It took me a little time to get her here. She's very busy, and you'll be talking with her a little bit later and her manager. But for now, we wanted to start off the show a little different with a little holiday music. So take it away, Jamani.
Yes. Merry Christmas, everybody. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimo. Everybody knows a turkey and a mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes on a glow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to get from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. Love you guys.
We love you too. That was amazing.
Thank you.
There you have it. You had a special treat by Jamani, and we will be back. Come here, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And we'll be back in a moment after a brief commercial, and you'll learn more about her and who is behind her. Oh my goodness, I love you. Be right back.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand. I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul.
Yes. Welcome back back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. I'm so glad you've tuned in. And if you tuned in on time, then you were blessed with the beautiful sounds of Jamani's voice. With some happy holiday music. And she'll do one more, I believe, towards the end of this segment of the Renee Allen and Friends show. But right now, I am sitting here with her and her manager, and I wanted you to learn a little bit more about how this all came about, this collaboration, because it's all about networking and collaboration to make anything happen. So welcome back, Jamani. And Vince Richardson, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing?
I am doing great. Thank you for allowing the both of you to be here this evening with your busy schedule. You're welcome. Yes. So listen, let's start off. How did this happen? How did this collaboration, this partnership, come about?
Well, we go to church together.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to start.
It started at the good Lord's house.
Yes.
And she had asked me to manage her. But at this time, I was managing Raheem Devon, which I'm pretty sure you guys know about.
We know Raheem's a friend to the studio, and yes, everyone knows Raheem.
So I was on that management team, and I told her I couldn't do it at that time because I wanted to make sure I spent the quality time with her because I know what it takes to be a manager.
Yes, sir.
You know, since I didn't want to take all too much. So I told her wait till she get out of school. When she got out of school, she called me, and at that time I had retired from Raheem.
Okay.
And it just worked. You
Wow.
know? I already knew she had it. Matter of fact. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I worked with Kenny Lattimore, Tank.
Oh yes, we know those great guys too.
I'm talking about from the ground though. I'm talking about before they were who they are.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? And one thing that she has that they didn't have is a lot more talent.
A lot more talent. Oh, wait.
She's the most talented thing out the gate I ever seen.
Wow, that's a huge compliment because they are talented.
I mean,
so
yeah.
now and I can tell
Yes,
you are super
they are
talented as well.
very
Yes.
talented.
Wow, what a compliment coming from someone who has
Thank
worked with
you.
some of the greatest in this area.
That's right. That's
Yes.
correct.
So when did this come about? How long have you been working together?
Okay, so this came about in 2016. That's when it officially started. I was knocking at his door in 2012, like, dude, take me, please take me. Come on, like, what do I have to do? I sing in 5 different languages, please.
Wow.
And he was just like,
Wow.
no, education first, education first. And plus, that was something Raheem was very stern about. And so with that being said, I was like, well, I'm going to get my college career, learn a little bit more.
Yes.
Talk to people. I wanted to be a people person as well, get a feel of the working world. But when I came back, I was knocking right back at his door. And I was like, look, I know you work with all these greats. And that's really what pushed me, like, to work harder, because you see all these great people really starting at the bottom. It takes time. And if you really want to make it last, you have to go through the struggle.
Yeah.
And that's something he tells me all the time. Like, I can't take any skipping steps. I could, but he's like, no, it's not going to last that way. And so I really appreciate God just putting him in my church,
Ooh,
in that
yes.
sound booth. Because I was like, you know what? I'm going to church and I'm going to sing a song. At least let me get one running. Like,
Speaking of sound booths, one of the sound booths that we used to use for Tank was in the shower of a bathroom. We used to sing out the tub.
You telling all the
Hits.
secrets.
Hits though, hits.
it's true.
Wow.
It's so simple, something so small. Just, I'm just happy that he's in my life.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there you have a perfect example of persistence, perseverance, because if you don't give up, you just can't quit on yourself. If you don't give up, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of timing, right?
That's right.
So now, what are some of the collaborations you're doing? What's next?
Wow. Should I tell him or should
Yes,
I
tell it.
You talking about Mr. Ra?
Yeah, Mr. Raheem. Okay, so Mr. Raheem, I have been singing in front of him forever. Been trying to, just at least let him see my talent. This one time, I guess he saw something different, more growth. So he asked if I could do a song with him in the studio, and I was like,
Hallelujah.
right, hallelujah. So I was like, okay, no problem. I got the funds. We could do this all day, every day. You just give me a date. So that is one of the biggest things I'm preparing for, and just writing and working on a CD. So, that's one of my biggest things, and just stay in tune.
Yes. So could you give us a little time frame, like a couple of months? And
So after the month of June, when my favorite movie, Incredibles, comes out, And at the end of June, I will have, if you follow me on a new YouTube page, I am creating a brand new YouTube page because I want you guys to come into my home and just, be like, I really want my fans
Personable.
to know me.
Yeah.
And I really want you guys to be in touch because by the end of June, that album will be dropping. And I will keep tabs on everything because I'll be like, hey, you guys, I got this one song. I want you guys to listen to it as a little snippet. And then once I feel like everything is good and the fans have gotten something that they really like, I will finally release it. Even if it's a nine songs. Yeah. I mean, just like Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, 9 songs, that's enough as long as it's really good quality.
Yes,
I just want to give the best, if anything.
Well, I just want to make sure you come back here and sing it live for us on the Renee Allen and Friends show. That's all I'm worried about.
Yes, you know that. That's going to happen.
Thank you so much. All right.
Can I ring that?
Yes, you can. Look, I done started Russell Price ringing the bell. What's his our buddy Darian? You were on his show the other week.
Oh, Darius.
Yeah, Darius ringing the bell. Look, I done started this ringing the bell throughout the DMV, and
I
I
like
love it. Yes. So, well, tell us, one more thing for you. You're already persistent. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're intelligent. 5 languages, and the list goes on, I'm sure. What would you tell someone out in WLVS land who wants to sing, may not have a Vince Richardson? What would you give? What kind of advice would you give them?
Work smart. That's my biggest thing. Working smart. Be rough on yourself. Even when somebody says you can't, you have friends who are not your friends who will be with you and really want you to stay at the bottom with them. Sometimes you really have to separate yourselves, and it's so uncomfortable, but it will be worth it because at the end of when you get to where you want to be, like Taraji P. Henson said, she's like, no, even when she was 30, knocking at that door of success. Even if it takes that long, you got there. Yeah. So don't even worry about the haters. They will see you. You show them love just to let them know, like, it's no hard feelings because those are really the motivators.
My. Look, started from the bottom and now we're what?
Here.
Yes. So, Vince, what's the name of your company or...
Rich.
Oh, I love. Now ring the bell now. I can't get over there. Be Rich, y'all. And how can they get a hold of you for people who may be interested in working with you?
Oh, you wanted my phone number?
Well, maybe just I don't know. Maybe not the phone number. Maybe an email.
Yeah, you give my email address.
Okay.
Vincent L. Rich. That's VINCENT L as in late Rich at gmail.com.
Well, I just want to thank y'all for coming. I look forward to hearing another song a little bit later in the show. Is there any last words you'd like to say to the listeners?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I actually have a few things to say to some of the listeners who are tuned in, some at Thompson Vision Care, and some of my friends and family. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting Renee. Thank you for supporting me. And how are you? What's up? VUU, I know this ain't Richmond, but hey, I'm where you at too, and I love everyone, so.
I see. Your love just pours out.
Oh, thank you.
And it's very genuine. So support this beautiful woman right here with a beautiful voice and the handsome manager. Hallelujah.
Handsome is the key word.
And look, we have the Honorable Delegate Daryl Barnes, friend to the show, friend to me. We both were in the Navy, doing the things. I call him Mr. Community. And he will be coming up after this next brief commercial. So stay with us. Thank you.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Sugar chips. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done, but putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What Thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I forgot to mention. Come and look at my long list. There are some things I gotta eventually I answer you. Loose ends need to be tied up. It's been a roller coaster hills and turns, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life was being graded? What would it say on my...
Welcome back. Welcome. I am so elated to have the Honorable Delegate Darrell Barnes sitting next to me, a dear friend to my family, to the community, just an amazing person, amazing father, amazing husband. We got to get him back in that seat, y'all. So he is here on the Renee Allen and Friends show on WLVS because I believe in this man here. Welcome.
You know, I feel like I've died and went to heaven. You know, you can't get no better than this. You know, I got my guy taking pictures so I can show everybody.
Addison.
Because nobody's going to believe I made it to the Renee Allen show. So I'm glad to be here. I appreciate it very much.
You're so busy, and I'm so honored that you're here. I want the WLVS listeners to really know you, as I do. And let's start off with your humble beginnings, you know, with the Navy. You know, we're both veterans, the United States Navy. Let's start there and how you got here.
Sure. Well, you know, I'm a veteran of the United States Navy and the United States Army. You know, so...
I didn't know that. Let me salute you, brother.
That's right.
Yes.
So, you know, I was an engineer in the Navy, and then I went in the Army to get my commission as second lieutenant. Realizing I didn't like running through the mud and the dirt, I got out because the Navy's, you know, we sleep in a bed.
Yes.
Had a good meal.
Yeah.
The Army's just the opposite.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, so... And I started off, I went to High Point High School right here in Prince George's County.
Wow, yes.
Right out of high school, I went to Georgetown. And then realizing I couldn't put my way through college, I went into the military. And then I finished out at Long Beach State in California. So, you know, I believe in service and education.
Yes, sir.
Because I think that's where it all stems from. But more importantly, you know, I became a community activist.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know,
sir.
I served as the vice president of the Boys and Girls Club in Prince George's County. I was on the executive board of the NAACP. I was the vice president of Blacks in Government. I was the president HOA for my community.
See y'all?
So I just believe in giving back. But more importantly, I started an organization called Men Aiming Higher. Men Aiming Higher is an organization that primarily works with young boys between the ages of 14 to 29 and teaching them how to be a man, how to sit up straight, look someone in the eyes when you're talking to them. Instead of saying, yeah, they can say yes, no.
Yes.
And the importance about pulling their pants up. And if they knew why their pants were hanging down, quite frankly, they wouldn't want them hanging down anymore.
Sir.
A large part of our teaching derived out of the book of Proverbs, where it teaches you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. For me, that was the blueprint on how to become a man. So through all of the community activists, the nonprofit, the military, and my education, it just made sense from a natural progression to run for public office.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Lord.
So, and with that, I ran for state delegate and won. And during my first 4 years, I became the deputy majority whip.
Yes,
I
sir.
am the first vice chair of the Legislative Black Caucus. I'm the vice chair of the Education Committee. You know,
Yes!
some would say I'm a bad dude.
You are a bad man, a jammer.
You know, so, but I truly believe in hard work, dedication, and commitment.
Yes, sir.
Those are 3 words that I live by today. And I truly believe if you apply those 3 words in anything that you do in life, then you can become anything you want. And I always tell folks, you know, I too can become the next president of the United States.
Yes.
Because it starts with all small conversations just like this. And this is how Barack Obama got elected.
Yes,
Barack Obama was a state senator in his local in Chicago before he ran for Congress.
Yes.
You know, so it all starts here.
Yes, sir.
And it starts with having conversations with good people like you
Thank
to
you.
bring forth good conversations, but more importantly, the issues that matter to the people.
Yeah.
You know, because there's so much going on in our world today that I think we all need to be concerned about. There's so much stuff that's going on at the federal level that's starting to have a trickle-down effect
yeah.
on what's going on in the state and the local levels. But those conversations must be had, and it starts here, so I appreciate it.
Well, I love the fact that, you know, you have the intelligence, the suave, you have everything. You the like a Barack, right? But I love how you are in their faces, how you don't mind fighting for the underdog, the underprivileged, and right, you know, the men in hire. You have so many men in the community who work with you, and with so many parents and fathers not there, and the obvious things that are going on with the police officers and things. I just commend you for the tremendous, phenomenal work you have been doing with Men in Hire. And matter of fact, just let me know how we can help you in any way, because you do so much for the community. And why do you do this? I mean, you have 2 boys too. Let's talk about, and you have a wonderful, beautiful wife. Oh my goodness. So I guess that's your why. But why do you just?
And people ask me that all the time. Why do you mentor other people's kids when you have children of your own?
I didn't ask you that.
Well, I mentor other people's kids to save my own.
Yeah, thank you.
Right? Because I truly believe it's important that my kids have a foundation that they can see other men.
Yeah.
Right? And it bothers me every time I'm out and my kids will point out, Daddy, his pants are sagging. You know, but I do the things, one of the things that I've learned years on is I had a mentor, and he said, Daryl, at some point you need to leave a legacy for your children. Yeah. And at the time I didn't realize what he was talking about until I had my first son, and I would come home and he would grab me on the leg and say, Daddy's home, Daddy's home. And it hit me. I said, well, this is what he's talking about. And this is why I do the things that I do. That's why I'm so actively in the community. Every year for Thanksgiving, we feed at least 1,200 families.
And I've been there at least twice.
Maryland.
Yeah.
And I do that so other kids can come and participate so they can see how fortunate they are. My kids participate in stuffing the bags and making all the stuff ready so we can then give to those that are less fortunate. Yeah. This year and every year, we give toys to the kids in the cancer ward at Doctors Hospital and Children's Hospital. And my children participate in that because I want them to see how fortunate and blessed they are. The laws that I passed that affect us everyday citizens, like the bill we passed for every returning citizens now have the right to vote. We passed a bill
that's big.
to say huge. That equal pay for equal work. So now women are on the same playing field as men.
Thank you.
You know, we're passing a bill now that I gave tax credits for senior citizens. So if you're over 70 years old in the state of Maryland, Prince George's County, you don't have to pay property taxes.
Thank you.
So the things
That
I
is
do
huge,
is making an impact within our community, which I believe is important.
Yes.
The other thing that's coming up before us is education. You know, we have a huge issue within education in our school system that needs to be addressed. And I truly believe that someone has to be on the forefront to make sure that those things are heard, and we have to have a voice for the voiceless.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I mentioned just a few minutes ago that I didn't ask you that question because I already know your integrity and your heart and your focus and how you pour into people. So people who don't know you may ask you that question.
Sure.
But people who know you would never ask you that question. I mean, he is just as transparent and community-driven as, my goodness, just the leader of the pack is what I'm going to call you. You know, so talk to our viewers about why they should vote for you. I mean, you already gave us a whole slew of things, so I mean, you know, I'm just saying, but I don't want to put anything in your mouth.
Yeah.
So what will you be doing going forward that you have not done? What's your focus?
Well, you know, always tell folks, becoming a delegate or senator, a delegate is equivalent to a congressman on a federal level.
Wow, I didn't know that.
A senator is a senator. Yeah. So being a state delegate affords us certain opportunities. And being a delegate, I am privileged to be moving up in leadership. I should be the chair of the Black Caucus after this election.
Yes.
I should be a chair of a standing committee once we go back into Annapolis. And it's critically important that we have people that are representing us in the rooms when those discussions are had.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's important that to re-elect me,
Yes.
so your voices and I can then fight for you.
Yes.
Right, because if I'm not back in Annapolis, then you have a freshman coming in and starting at the bottom.
Yes.
right? And when you're starting at the bottom, you're not in the back room, you don't have a true voice, and you're just a number.
And just getting your ears wet, I would imagine.
Right. In Annapolis, there's 141 delegates. It takes 71 votes to get a bill passed. So you need someone that's a consensus builder. And I heard you tell a young lady before me that it's about building collaboratives.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
See, for me, is we can share the same ideology, but the methodology may be a little bit different, but the approach is the same. Even with us here. Yes. See, you want to help people. You're providing a microphone so we can then help tell our stories.
Yes, sir.
That's a service. Right? So everything that we're doing, everyone in this room right now is providing a service of some sort. Right? All of us are moving in different directions. We all come from different backgrounds and we're dealing with different adversities in our life. But the approach is all the same. We're all here because we want to tell our story. We want people to know our name. We want people to know who we are and what we're about.
Yes.
We want to build that in to be able to tell a story about who we are.
Yes, sir.
And that, to me, that's what this is all about, and you're providing that platform. So I thank you for what you're doing.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Daryl Barnes, look, y'all, we don't have a lot of time, and we have another guest or two, but I'm telling you, he's here because obviously I support him. I know him. I know his wife, his boys, his family. I know his track record. I know what he wants to do, and you've just heard a whole slew of things that he's already done. So I really would love your support to support Daryl Barnes for Delegate District 25.
District 25.
And give him your support, because the only way we're going to make change is to put people that are change makers in these positions. And we don't have any more time to play around with 45 in the position. Okay, hello?
Well, but let me say this last thing, because I think you said it.
Yes, sir.
This is the midterm elections are very critical to our democracy. And within Prince George's County, so all your listeners that are watching and hearing my voice from Prince George's County, this is a very important election coming about. You have a new county executive, you have a new state's attorney, you have school board elections, you have county council elections, as well as you have delegates and senator elections. This is a real critical point in our lives. Right now, Prince George's County is on an $8 billion economic growth. $8 billion, right? So we have to get it right to ensure that our infrastructure in place. We have an opportunity to bring the FBI still to Prince George's County. We have a new regional medical center coming to Prince George's County. You have so much development that's going on in Prince George's County, and we must build upon that.
Yes.
And, we can't go backwards. So, I always tell folks that, you guys will go out and do all kind of things, but I need you guys to come out and vote.
Yes.
I need you guys to come out and have your voices heard. And I need you to really do it in a big way this time.
Yes.
Because this is not the time to sleep or to stay at home and say, well, my vote is not going to make a difference, or they're not going to hear me.
And blame and complain and all that. Get out.
Listen,
come on out.
It's easy to throw the first stone, right? We all can do that.
Yeah.
We can all point out the deficiencies. But how many of us are going to come out and then say, I want to make a difference?
Yes, I hope it's all of you. This community builder right here, it's a team effort, and we can do it. We can do it, and we deserve someone like him in that seat. Yep. So thank you so much, Delegate Daryl
Thank you for
Barnes.
the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Yep. This has been great.
Thank you so much. God bless you, and I'll be there for you.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank
Cool.
you. Oh, my God.
Gave my best to some who only gave their worst, but that's alright. I never had your love, well, you The night is young, and we are too young. The night is young, ooh, baby, say the night is young, and we are too.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am so tickled pink because this one to my left and your right is a very dear friend of mine. And don't let the young face fool you because she's all about business. And she is Gayanne, let's see if I get it right, Trezard.
Yep.
She just got married, so I had to get used to the new name. And her husband's in the studio, y'all. How are you?
I am well, and I am so honored and excited that you would have me on the show. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
You know, friends or not, you do some great work. And I'm a part of your board as well.
Yes,
so I want to talk
yes, you
about
are.
what you do. Because during this time of the holidays, I thought it was very important to have you on the show because of the violence and different things that are happening in our communities.
Yes.
So can you first tell them a little bit about you?
Yes. So, Gayanne Trezard, as you said, I am a founder and CEO of Elnor Foundation. Elnor Foundation is a nonprofit that provides support and services to families impacted by domestic violence and also sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's some serious topics there. And so why is it that you got involved with this? What motivates you? Because this is something that can exhaust you mentally,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So what is the driving force behind your interest in this work?
So you're right. It's very heavy work. It's stuff that can keep you awake at night. But I have a strong passion for this because I'm a child survivor of domestic violence. My mom, unfortunately, at the hands of my stepfather when I was growing up, it was horrible going home to that every day. But thank God my mom, as resilient as she was and as strong as she was, she got out of that situation.
And I've met your mom.
Yes,
She's amazing.
she
Yeah.
is. And, you know, some of the hardships and the things we went through as a child, it just really speaks to her strength. And I was really I admire that in her. And, you know, my background is social work. And I've been working in the field for a few years and working with other survivors of domestic violence. And then one day it dawned on me, you know, I feel like I can make a larger impact by starting my own foundation. And I decided to dedicate the name of the foundation, you know, to my mom. So Elnora, that's my mom's middle name, and you know, she plays a huge part in it. And every day I think about all the struggles and all the different things we went through, and that helps me to then build something for these families to say, okay, I know what I wanted as a child. I know what my mom needed as we were growing up, and there was none of that available at the time because we lived in Jamaica at the time and there was nothing really in terms of resources for us. And so I think about how many families, as much as, you know, we're in America and there's all these other resources out there and there's so many things, but there's not enough. There's just not enough resources to go around for these families. So I think about the missing links, the gaps in services that are out there, and then Elnor Foundation tries to put those things in place for the families.
Yes. I commend you on everything that you're doing. I mean, you had Jacob showed the first event you had with and it was a beautiful success. And I know you have a lot of other things in store. But what I'd like to talk about is you had an article. I couldn't find it.
Yes.
But can we talk about that article?
Yeah, sure.
It was, I think, a half a page.
Yes. So the Washington Post did an article on me. And back in, I believe, either March or May, I can't remember what month of this year. And basically, the article was about my life. They wanted to know basically what you just asked. What inspired me to do what I do? Why do I get up every day and go to the shelter and take care of these families? And it basically followed me from, you know, childhood into adulthood. And it showed, nice. and you know what was striking for me is that we all know our past and we know our story, but there's a lot of times where there's some things you lock away in a box and you don't want to revisit. you don't want to talk about it, you don't really even think about it too much, but
That's
those
true.
things shape you and actually steer you sometimes into certain career paths without you even realizing it. And it wasn't until we started peeling away the layers of my childhood and my life, and I started to see everything like a puzzle come together. And I was like, wow, it's like everything that I went through as a child has brought me to this place now where I'm doing what I'm doing for others. So it really, I know readers, I got lots of phone calls and emails from it and saying how it touched them and impacted them. But it was also very cathartic and it's like a healing moment for me. Like, I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, it was superb. The writing, the pictures, the whole story, whoever wrote that, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So what is it that you like to do? Now, I know, let's talk about a little personal stuff, because I know she had one heck of a gorgeous wedding just a few months ago.
Thank you.
It was like a dream wedding, and I was fortunate to be there. And now you're with child.
Expecting our first child.
I'm so excited for you. This is your 2017. Look, it was bittersweet. It ended in sweet, and now your life is sweet. Hallelujah, right?
Amen.
So what is it, some of the things that you'd like to do going forward?
Well, right now, so we're gearing up. So January, because like I mentioned, Elnora Foundation, we not only support survivors of domestic violence, but we also support survivors of sex trafficking as well. And January, which is right around the corner, is Human Trafficking Awareness Month.
Wow.
And so I definitely want, our listeners, viewers out there to keep that in mind, that, there's so many people that you come in contact with daily and you don't know their story. You don't know that they could be survivors of trafficking or that they're being trafficked at the moment, because it takes so many different forms. Elnora Foundation focuses on the sex trafficking piece, so women or even men who are forced into sex labor. And we're really trying to shine that light, because sometimes it's uncomfortable for people to have that conversation. They don't really want to talk about it, or they think it doesn't exist in their community, and it's right there in their face. So we're hoping to, get the word out there and spread the awareness on that for January. And then a few months down the road, so in April, on April 26th, we're having our first annual golf tournament.
Yes.
And that's also, to raise funds and awareness for domestic violence and for sex trafficking. So we're hoping to have two annual fundraisers, or race in October for Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and then in the spring, our golf tournament that's coming up.
Wow, there's a lot going on.
Yes, a lot going on.
Busy too, huh?
Yes, Miss Board Member.
Well, how could now? She just started up this past year, and she's phenomenal. She's like a one woman band, and so I'd like to ask people if you feel encouraged to do so, to send donations, or what are the things that you need, and how can they get a hold of you to do that?
Yes, so you can start by visiting our website just to get an idea of all the services that we provide, because a lot of times people want to know exactly all the services that the survivors can have access to. So visit our website. It's www.elnorafoundation.org. So that's ELNORA for foundation. There it is, elnorafoundation.org. And so you can check us out there. You can send me a direct message from the website. Our phone number is also right on there. Our PayPal button is on there. You can donate that way through PayPal. If you want to donate your time, if you have a certain skill set, get in touch with me. If it is that you want to donate goods or any other services that you feel that we could use, feel free to get in contact with me. We're open to any and all donations. We are a 501c3 approved nonprofit, so which means that all your donations are tax deductible. Yes. So hey, it's coming down to the end of the year. So if you haven't given yet for this year, it's not too late, and we will give you a receipt for your taxes. So.
Yes, and this is someone I can stand 100% that she is about her business. She's about helping people. She's taken money and resources from her own home and pocket in the past on another venture that we were on together. So I know what she's about, and you would be so happy. And she's such an open book. So, and I love the mantra that it's a brand new a survivor.
Yes, giving survivors a brand new
Yeah,
start.
giving survivors a brand new start, which sometimes we all need, whether it's divorce or anything. So please support her, and I'm just so glad you made it here. And please go to her website and support this great cause. We don't want anyone's children being taken for sex trafficking or anyone's children being beat up, whether it's a male or a female. So this is how you can help, whether it's your time, money, donations, resources, okay? So let's just do something. Thank you so much. And we're going to be right back to end this segment with some more music by none other than this beautiful, sultry singer. Let's see if I get it right. Jamani. Yes! I got it! See you. We'll be right back, okay?
Let me redeem myself.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. Well, it's that time of the evening where we have to say goodbye, but we are going to end the segment with the beautiful Jamani. So if you missed her at the beginning of the segment, you're in for a treat. If you turned in on time, thank you, and you're in for another treat. And this is a sultry R&B singer with a little twist. What's that little twist, Jamani?
See, I'm from this generation, and we like trap music. So R&B with a little bit of trap. If you hear my album, yes, just a little bit of trap, but a lot of foundation of the sultry soul and R&B that's mixed into it.
Well, I love you. I love your voice. So let's hear it for Jamani, y'all.
Thank you.
LG.
I'ma tell y'all a story. I'm sitting by the phone alone, and I'm wondering where the time is gone. You said that you would soon be home, but time showed you didn't want to grow. That's when I knew for sure you didn't want to be here no more. Was I a fool to love you? I thought we played it by the rules. And so we tried, but no, it didn't work. I said some lies, of course it didn't work. You want to start over, but it didn't work. No, it didn't work. Love made us strong, it didn't work. I tried to run away, no, it didn't work. So never, never again, I know it wouldn't work. Now you want to start over, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, look what happened to us through all the years. See? Ooh, never treat you cruel, my dear. Was I a fool to love you? I thought we played it by the rules, and so we tried, but no, it didn't work. I said some lies, of course it didn't work. You wanna start over? No, it didn't work though. Love made us close, it didn't work. I tried to run away, no, it didn't work. So never, never again. I know it wouldn't work. Now you wanna start over? Yeah. See, every now and then I would think about you, but in this time, being that it's about to be 2018, I had to write a chapter, make it over, do it again, press on and stay strong. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I tell you, I was a fool to love you. I thought we would play by the rules, and so we tried, but no, it didn't work. I said some lies, of course it didn't work. You wanna start over? Say it didn't work. Love made us close, it didn't work. I tried to run away, it didn't work. So never, never again. I know it wouldn't work. Now you wanna start over, baby. Everybody enjoy the New Year's, and let's really have fun coming into 2018.
Beautiful. Let them know how you get a hold of that CD, girl.
Look, you guys, follow me on Instagram, JUMOHNI. I know a lot of people, Jumanji is coming out. Yeah. It's so easy. Remember Jumanji, but then think about Jumani.
Yes.
JUMOHNI.
Thank you. How beautiful. Listen, we're out of time, so stay tuned for the K. Lowry Morris Show, and we'll see you next Wednesday. God bless. Happy holidays.
Miss Renee Show. Hey, Miss Renee.